Good morning, everyone. Zrifcal. You ready for the gym leader speed run? So the Kanto region gym leaders in Pokemon SoulSilver and Heart Gold are, well, okay, and it's even more so in the originals, are pretty weak. I feel like this is just a problem with the way that they set up the game. It's open world, but by this point you have a lot of other Pokemon available. So we've got our first team here. We've got Andrew for transportation. We've got Easy Cheesy for, not for this gym, but I wanted to get the burn ahead of time so that I didn't have to deal with that midway through. So Easy Cheesy is just going to be hanging out in our party until Gym 4. So yeah. Oh, also, Cynical finally evolved because we got that Leaf Stone. Learned Leaf Blade, which is an awesome move. Even though they have negative attack nature, I think they should be good here. Pretty fast and have a plus speed nature as well. Stormy, we've been using Stormy the whole time, and they're even better now that they are Magnezone evolved. Favio was our MVP for a good chunk of the game, and is going to continue to be pretty solid through this area. And Clayton has just been a workhorse this whole time, so I'm kind of just hoping that we can get through with that. So, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Misty is back in her gym. Oh, I forgot about the fact that we've got other trainers to deal with. That might make the speedrun part a little harder, but we'll see what they throw out at us. That should be fine. I have my parties very specifically built to beat the gym leaders, so I'm a little nervous having not taken into consideration the fact that they have other trainers in their gyms, but their other trainers should be pretty weak. So, you know, on the other hand, there's that. Fabio use Surf. I was expecting you. You may have a lot of Johto gym badges, but you better not take me lightly. My water-type Pokemon are tough. So I will say, she does have a slightly more interesting lineup than she does in the first game. Obviously a little bit more variety and a few more Pokemon, but at this point I see no reason why the gym leaders shouldn't have 6 Pokemon and have consistent levels across their board instead of, you know, the 49 all the way up to 54. So Cynical are pretty much one of our only grass types, only a grass attacking type at the very least. Like Parasect is mostly defensive. As long as this isn't as long as there's no freeze, we should be good. Okay, Quagsire. So Quagsire is probably the trickiest member on her team to deal with. This is why we brought Parasect. Clayton, our longtime tank. That Amnesia is actually even more obnoxious, but I'm hoping maybe we can get... Yeah, we're gonna risk it. As long as we get 2 turns of sleep, we're okay. They doubled their special defense with Amnesia, so rather than try and go through with a Giga Drain on a weak attacking Pokemon, like Parasect is even a physical attacker, not a special attacker, and we've got Giga Drain. So Cynical, switch back in for Leaf Blade. And her ace is Starmie still. Should be using Ice Beam, yep. We've got the Magnezone and Lantern back and forth with a little bit of overlap as far as what they can do. Both of them should be able to kill both Lapras and Starmie and take a hit from Ice Beam. Any of those type of ice moves, though, it's always good just to have some backup just in case freeze happens. Low chance, but it is a possibility. Okay, that gives us Water Pulse, which is mediocre. Oh, actually, just a second. Before we do that, we need to strip some items. I don't think any of these are going to matter. But better safe than sorry. I didn't even realize Clayton still had the smoke bomb on. That's pretty funny. Okay, so Houndoom is our going to be our MVP hopefully for this next section. Make sure I've got the right thing. Yes. Choice specs. So Houndoom is an awesome Pokemon. Very high special attack and good speed. Currently has Flamethrower and Dark Pulse, which with these choice specs should be good enough to just cruise through this gym. I'm gonna go ahead and go Choice Scarf on Gyarados. as a backup. So we've been through Saffron City a couple times, but we have not taken on the gym leader yet. Part of the reason I was doing this is because of the way the level curve works. And part of it was just to be able to get a full team so we were ready to go. That's the fighting dojo. So this must be the actual gym. I do not know the path through this. I guess we take a risk on this. This could be levitate or heat proof. Bronzor is one of the few psychic types that Cat doesn't directly just squish. And I don't think this is actually what we wanted to do. You know, we're planning on doing dark moves for this gym, but whatever. We have almost 10 levels on them and choice specs, so we should still be able to one-shot most things that are that low level. Is that where I went last time? I think it is. Let's try the bottom right. See how fast that HP bar goes down. Yeah, Dark Pulse is like they intentionally toned down psychics because they were super broken in the first game. They may have gone a little too far. And Dark type in this game, when it's applied correctly, is really good. Slowpoke. That's a water type, not a water psychic yet, right? However, the unevolved form is not super strong. It's a lot less bulky than the evolved form. And now it's weak to dark, so we should still be fine even though it's bulkier. no fairy type yet, so Mr. Mime goes down to Dark Pulse, the same as the rest. And honestly, with... Again, why do they even put these trainers in these gyms? Like, level 42 Pokemon in a gym where the where the leader is level 56, 54, 55. And a bunch of unevolved ones on top of that. Like, come on, do better. I would say something about this only being their second game and them doing better in the long run, but no, they still do a bunch of high level or late game gym leaders late in the game that are really mediocre at as far as having a full team, having a well-built team. Okay, Sabrina, speaking of not having enough Pokemon, at least hers are evolved. However, this is one of those really fun ones where for one of her Pokemon, their only attacking move is Psychic. And the other two have Shadow Ball and Energy Ball, which are both not very effective into Houndoom. And its cat is, of course, immune to Psychic. And in this case, because we just got that level, outspeeds. Level cap at this point going into Erica is going to be 56, so we're still good. I think that's... Oh wait, no, that's a skill swap, yeah. Which is mediocre at best. Okay, maybe not mediocre is... Maybe mediocre is not the best word. Let's go niche at best. Cat just outsped and killed every Pokemon in that gym. Next up is Celadon, which we could technically walk to, but isn't that the gym right there? How do we get to it? That's silly. Do you have to surf to it? No, there's like a little path here, which you need cut. Yes. What does Lucky actually have currently? Yeah, I'm fine with getting rid of toxic spikes here. Make Lucky a triple threat. 3 HMs. And no changes need to be made here. Okay, that takes us to that battle with the twins, it looks like. This doesn't look like there's a way in. Is this just is this just there's a required battle here situation? Go across there. It looks like you should be able to go across here. But something's blocking it. Okay, well. Oh, I didn't even see, after all that, I didn't see that one. So this is one of the things that I was thinking was the most fun when I was going through and doing the math on everything. I was like, okay, I don't really have a dark type Pokemon. If I did, that would be great against Erica, because everything she has is either everything she has is weak to it, but most of the attacking moves they have are like dark does negated by dark. Then I was looking at Erica, and I was like, this is... like, she has a bunch of relatively slow grass types that have a bunch of setup moves. So a strong fire type should just be able to mow them down. And I was looking at Tom, but Tom... I can't remember if it was speed or power. It was one of them. Typhlosion just couldn't quite sweep the whole thing. However, not only could Cat take on Sabrina's gem, one-shotting everything. Same goes for Erica. Literally everything on their team has nothing but grass moves, with the exception of... what was it? Yeah, Ancient Power from that Tangela. But the Tangela is lower level, unevolved, doesn't have a lot of defense. Like, gets one shot by Flamethrower. The only other move is U-turn on the jump fluff, which is neutral into Houndoom, and is not that great. It's not even a super same type attack bonus. We get Giga Drain, which is awesome. This maze is really obnoxious. I am really glad that Pokemon games started putting in more consistent gym exits as the game went on. Okay, Cat gets to take a well-earned break. So we scamper off to Pewter. This one I'm kind of excited about again because Lucky is somebody who's been in our party for a long time and has mostly just been, you know, manning the HMs. And now we get to meet up with Brock. I am a little nervous about some of the math on this one, but hopefully Lucky can pull through. The big thing that I've got going for me here is actually the typing. Lucky should be able to one-shot everything, but the opponent is going to see a kill on Lucky with its ground type moves, which means it brings in Rhyhorn and Onyx before it brings in Kabutops and Omastar. Should. Which means we get to sweep all of these Pokemon before it brings in the two that are resistant to water. Rock Slide. We have Burn on Easy Cheesy because of Guts. And because this is a rock water type, still weak to fighting. I'm a little unsure on this one. I think we're... Oh, Brine could actually be bad here because it does double damage. Okay. Got a little cocky. Omastar was the one I wasn't 100% sure on. Mostly just because I don't have a good way to switch back in. Machamp could have one-shot it. I wasn't thinking about the fact that Brine does double damage. That was my bad. Great, now we get to burn through those. Lucky does have a shot at one-shotting here. It's just a very low chance. Damage rolls in Pokemon are random. Well, I'm sorry to see Easy Cheesy go, but we are getting to the end game. I don't think I was planning on using them against the remaining trainers. Yeah. So our team should still be okay. But it is still sad to see them go. And we finally get the TM for Rock Slide, one of the best moves in the game. If Rock Slide didn't have a 90% hit chance, it would be one of the best moves in the game. Okay. And that concludes the gym blitz, as it were. I would say everything in my plan worked. And the fact that we had one death really comes down to the fact that I didn't actually take the time to do as thorough a job as I should have for our plan. Things like, I just realized I didn't even have an item on Easy Cheesy there. And probably that could have, well, shouldn't have made a difference. But there is a small chance that that could have made a difference with something like leftovers or a quick claw. Being able to just have even a small chance at not dying there. But any of those would have been a very small chance. It's not something I would have calculated easily. I think the big takeaway there is the plan worked. If you actually look at what we did, we completely, with the exception of that one Omastar, which literally I have in my notes, that Tentacruel can take Omastar's attacks and two-shot Omastar. But I didn't think about the fact that Machamp might be in, how much damage Machamp had taken, etc. I hadn't actually done the math. Which I will say, one of the big things that I have had a lot of fun doing in the later sections of this, which we are getting into the final couple pieces, are having backup plans and going deep on the math. Blaine, not so much. Blaine's pretty straightforward. But Blue and the Elite Four refight, and especially Red, it's been really fun to play with. So we will wrap up here for now, and next time we'll be going through Pallet Town. We will be surfing down to Cinnabar Islands. We're gonna meet up with Blaine and Blue over the next couple videos, and I am excited. Hopefully you are enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.